Alrighty, what's up everybody? It is I, your Tribal God of Extreme, Peter Joseph here, once again for another video. This time, video number 2, right here on the former home of the Gilmore Chronicles, now known as the Shadow's Lair 2.0. And this is episode number 73 of the Shadow's Lair 2.0 series, getting close to that Diamond Show. Bang! Like the Gilmore Carter, you never see it coming. But we're getting there. But thank you for watching episode 73 of the Shadow's Lair 2.0 series, right here on the Shadow's Lair 2.0 channel. I'm your gracious host, Peter Joseph. Thank you for watching. Make sure you like the video and subscribe right now. Alright, not gonna go into a big spiel, because, don't feel like it. But anyway, hope you're having a great Saturday. Whether you may be, there was a, I don't know if it's still there, but there was a Rainbow Bright came down, and it was raining like cats and dogs before, for a little while. Little sun shower, little thunder shower. Knocked out my cable for a little bit, but it's back for now. But cooled down. I went outside for a little bit just to chill. But well, before it rained. Now it's cooling down. Great. Doesn't feel like 90 degrees in my house or outside. That's great. But anyway, hope everybody's having a great Saturday. Coming off a great NXT versus Triple A Worlds Collide epic event. We'll talk about that later tonight, after Money in the Bank. But speaking of Money in the Bank, it is time for your quick Money in the Sperm Bank predictions. Money in the Bank comes your way in a little bit from the Intuit Dome in Los Angeles, California. Alright, well, originally we had 4 matches, but one got added on from, per the NXT Worlds Collide show. We're going to get to that right now. Alright, so on the show, we had, Dr. Wagner Jr., the third, Psycho Clown, take that back. It was, Octagon Jr., Aerostar, and the great Mr. Iguana, as they took on, and beat, I believe the LWO, and, Lince Dorado, I believe. They got the win, and then afterwards, we saw Liv Morgan and her so-called boyfriend, Dominic Galero, let's say, in the crowd, and then, I don't know what happened, really. I missed it, really. And then I see Octagon and Dom Dom just beating the fuck out of each other on the outside, going into the ring. And then Dom Dom gets the mic and basically says, "Hey, Octagon, I see you, ese pero at Money in the Bank for the Intercontinental title, ese pero pendejo." I was like, "Shit, Dom, calm down. You're there just to celebrate Lucha Libre." I mean, Tiffy Tip was there, JBL was there, Savio Vega was there, Poppy Priest, I mean, EO was there, I mean, almost everybody were there. It was just an amazing event. But Dom Dom throws out a challenge, because he had nothing to do, and he got all mad because I think, Octagon, Rey Mysterio was in the ring, speaking from the heart about Lucha Libre Telemundo, Galvación Excelente, stuff like that. And then, Octagon and his team came out, and they hugged Ray and everything else, and then I guess Dom Dom got all jealous, because they were hugging his fake dad and everything, because we all know his real dad is Eddie. But this match comes about, and I'm like, damn! So adding on a prediction, 5 matches on the card, so I'm going to go with Dom Dom, obviously to retain. There should be a pretty good Lucha Libre match. It should have been on the pay-per-view, the last pay-per-view we saw earlier today, a couple hours ago. Should have been 6 matches, and that would have been one of them. But I guess they had to put on a filler match, so I don't know when this will be during the card. Maybe the first match of the gate, who knows. But yeah, I'm going to go with Dom Dom to retain the Intercontinental title in a match that should have been on a different show. But we get that. But we move on. Alright, so the main matches are the men's and women's Money in the Bank matches. I'll get to those last. But we get to a last chance match for the WWE Women's Intercontinental title. We got the Lassie bitch from Ireland. And she got some, she's beefy. Not beefy, fat beefy, but, Scott Steiner would love that. She's fat, But anyway, we got Lyra Valkyria taking on the Man! Becky Lynch in a rematch from Backlash. But there's some caveats in this match. If Becky loses, she can no longer challenge for the belt as long as Lyra is the champion. And if Lyra loses, she will be forced to raise Becky's hand and acknowledge Becky as the better woman. And the new champ, of course. Becky got robbed at Backlash, so I'm going with Becky again, this time to win the title. There is rumors that Bayley's going to show up and cost Becky. I hope not, but we'll see what happens with that when we move on. So, Becky, not bad, will get the win, and that's that. Alright, then probably I hope it's not the main event, but we got a tag team match player. It was supposed to be Cody and I think Randy taking on John Cena and Travis Scott, but Travis Scott basically tapped out. Goodbye, get out of here. Go waste your time hanging out with The Rock and doing your garbage music. But anyway, we got Cody, MDK only Cody, and the Raw World Champion, the G-Man himself, Jey Uso, taking on the Mr. Number 17 in your heart and in your scorecard, the so-called last real world champion, that's John Cena, and his partner, surprisingly, Logan Small. This is going to be a pretty good match. I mean, Cena and Logan Paul got a measure of revenge last night, because after Cena basically gets beaten up the last few times he's been in the ring with Cody, and Jay, just Jay there, and, Logan Paul, which is just basically trying to get revenge after Saturday's main event, and now like shit, where Jay retained. And Jay's got a match on Monday Night Raw this Monday in Phoenix against Walter for the Raw World title. So, I mean, we'll see what happens to that. If he even has the belt by Monday, or coming out of Monday, we'll see. But anyway, I'm going to go with Cena and Logan Paul to get the win. Not because I don't like Jey Uso, he's, one of my favorites, yeet. But as we all know, fuck Cody Rhodes. But that's that. So I'm going to go with Cena and Logan Paul to get the win. And I think Logan Paul will get the win over Jey Uso. I'd rather have Logan pin Cody, but we'll see what happens with that. Alright, now we get into the men's and women's Money in the Bank ladder matches. Let's get to the ladies first, as always. We got Miss Bliss, Alexa Bliss, Roxanne Perez, Mommy Rhea Ripley in her first Money in the Bank, along with Roxanne Perez, Julia, my girl Julia, in her first Money in the Bank, Naomi, who's been in Money in the Bank before, and La Primera in her third match in the last 2 days, because she won with Lola Race essay over Denise and Chick Tormenta earlier today. So she's in this ladder match. This is going to be barbaric. I mean, I think this might steal the show. Sources say Naomi is going to win tonight. I hope they're wrong. I'm going to go with my original pick since the qualifying matches started. I'm going to go with Roxy to pick up the win. I think she'll steal the briefcase somehow from somebody. Somebody will get it, and then it gets knocked down on the floor, and then Roxy will just pick it up. It's kind of like TNA almost, but when you get the thing, it gets knocked down. Like how Moose retained over that guy at Rebellion. I forget who it was. I think it was Leon Slater in Ultimate X. Like he had the belt, he had the belt, and he dropped the belt, and Moose just got it, and he won the match to retain. Made no sense to me, but okay. But anyway, I think they could do something like that, where Roxy gets the briefcase or something like that. I mean, we'll see what happens with that. So I'm going to go to Roxy to pick up the victory in pretty much a barbaric match. And hopefully, pray that all of them survive. And the same thing with the men. So we get to the men, which I hope doesn't, well, I hope it doesn't end the night. I'd rather have the women end it, but we'll see. Anyway, the men's Money in the Bank ladder match, we have Solo Mibuki, who'll probably be coming out with JC Mateo. I don't know about Jacob, but we have that. We got E.Y. Drake. That's not an insult. That's a fact of life. Pentagon Zero Miedo. We have Andrade El Grande Americano Chad Gable, and also Seth freaking Rollins, who probably have the wise man. My name is Paul Heyman at ringside. I do see Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed getting involved in this match. Sources are saying Seth's gonna win again. But yeah, two-time Money in the Bank winner. Maybe cash in on Jay. Who knows? Maybe on Monday Night Raw. I mean, we'll see. I hope not. I'm just gonna go with my gut. My gut usually does not win most of the time, but I'm gonna go with Eli Drake to get the win. And a shocker. This is his third Money in the Bank in a row. I think third time's going to be the charm. Eli Drake will win, but when he cashes in, he will lose. Well, so I don't see Eli winning the world title from Cena or Jey Uso. So, or anybody else. Maybe the U.S. champion, but I don't know. Well, I mean, we'll see. But maybe he should cash in on Dom. I hate saying that, but, it is what it is. So we got that. As far as Roman coming back, I doubt it, but I wouldn't be against it. I mean, I don't even know if he's even in the building or even in LA. He's still on the island of Rosy down in Miami, So who knows? Who knows tonight? We might get some surprises tonight. And that's that. All right, so that's my predictions for Money in the Bank. It's about to start in a couple minutes, so I'm gonna get to that stream right now. So my predictions for Money in the Bank, I got Dom to retain the Intercontinental title over Octagon Jr. I got Daman Becky Lynch to beat Lyra to become the new Women's Intercontinental Champion. I got Cena and Logan Small to beat Cody and Jey Uso. And in the Women's Money in the Bank ladder match, I got Roxy to get the briefcase. I don't think he's gonna cash in, so I don't think he's going to cash in right away. I think he's going to wait a couple months, but we'll see. And on the men's side, I got Eli Drake, and he won't cash in quickly. But I don't think both the winners are not going to cash in really quickly. I'll be shocked tonight if it happens tonight, but I doubt it. So that's pretty much it. So leave me your predictions down below in the comment section, and that's pretty much it for that. So enjoy Money in the Bank tonight. After tonight, we'll be done with this long as fuck week of wrestling. So tomorrow we get to pretty much sleep in, chill, do whatever we gotta do on our Sunday, and then back to the grind on Monday because we got another long as fuck week of action with Raw, NXT, a 4-hour AEW Dynamite Collision, show, Summer Blockbuster. Then we got TNA Ring of Honor on Thursdays, and your 3-hour Cure for Insomnia SmackDown this coming Friday the 13th. So Jason Voorhees might be on the show. Who knows? And then next weekend is Father's Day weekend, so we don't have to do much because there's nothing on. And no Collision next weekend. Nothing, so we can just chill for the weekend, recharge the batteries, and then we'll get back to it on the Monday after Father's Day. So we got that. Alright, I'm out of here, guys. Thanks for watching, and until next time, if you're not down with that, stay obsessed, go fuck yourselves, rot in hell, burn in hell, do whatever. I mean, I don't really give a shit. But if you're not down with that, the prophecy, we got 3 words for you. Fuck off and fuck you, man. And that's it. You can't deal with it, fuck off, because you can't win. You'll never win. We're always better than you when you know it. And that's it. Alright, guys, I'm out of here. Peace.